So I have a 1998 Ford F-150, and whether I have the temperature control knob to cold or hot, it doesn't matter. It just blows whatever temperature it is outside. So no heat, no AC. So I do some Google research and discover it's either the blend door, which is behind the dash, or the blend door motor, called an actuator, which is down here. So what I did, the first thing you want to check to see is if it's the blend door or the blend door actuator, and this panel comes off real easy. There's just two little plugs here, that plastic plugs that go in on either side of this thing. You pull them off, and then this thing just comes right off like that. And then when you get down here, this white plastic thing, square box, that's the motor, the actuator. This is just ductwork for the floor vents. So if you can see back in here, let me get a flashlight. Alright, up on top, that's right there. That's the shaft from the motor that goes up into the blend door. Let me turn the key on. Alright, and then turn your control knob to air conditioning. See if I can do this. Okay, so if you just keep your eye on that knob, that little shaft back in there, I'm going to turn the climate control, the temperature control, to heat, and you see it moving. You can hear it moving. Now I'm turning it back to cool. It's moving. So you know the motor's working, the actuator's working, but I don't know if you can see, but there's some black plastic chunks falling down. That's part of the blend door. So you know the motor is working and the blend door is more than likely broken. So now I'm going to have to take the blend door out, and the dealer or a shop would want to take the entire dash off to get to it. I was quoted $1,000 to replace a $25 part. Now there's another way to do it, and that's to go through the glove box, and you're just going to move the tabs that hold the glove box in. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Yep. So we're going to cut through this, and then behind this is a air box or a plenum box, and we're going to cut into that. And then we're going to get right to the blend door, which is directly behind here. Time to take all this crap out of here. We're going to start by taking this air something or another round thing out of here. And then we're going to take this duct work out, the floor vent work out. And then the actuator is held up there with, I think, 2 or 3 screws or bolts. And when I get to that point, I will show you what's going on. So all this has got to come out. Well, I got the vent out, the floor vent out, and I took this vacuum thing off to get the vent out, and then I just put it back up in there to get it out of the way. Then I took off the 3 screws for the motor, and now I'm going to pull the motor down. And there should be some broken plastic from the blend door fall out when I pull it down. And let's see what we got. Yep, alright, so where did it go? Some plastic, yep. So there's a piece of plastic from the blend door. And The motor's sitting here. It's got all kinds of black crap from, I'm guessing, from the blend door. So anyways, now comes the fun stuff. Time to go back in the glove box and start cutting an air box up. Okay, so I've propped my glove box down. Just stuck a old relay down in here to wedge the glove box down, and now I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to cut along where I used a permanent marker. I'm going to cut that piece out. It's just cosmetic plastic behind the glove box. Doesn't serve any structural purpose, so I'm going to cut it out. Okay, I've made my cut on this piece of plastic here. Just going to pop it out. You can save it and glue it back in, or you can toss it. It doesn't matter, because when you shut your glove box, nobody's going to see it. And then this spot behind, this is the air box, and we're going to cut into that. And we're going to make a line about right here, and over the top, and then down here, and then it's two pieces here, so you don't have to cut anywhere below this seam. Just cut down to here, and then take that bolt out, pop that piece right out. Alright, I made my cut. I followed this line above where the bolt used to be. I took the bolt out, up over the top and around the side, and now this should just come right out. And there it is. Put that back in after a bit, and there's the blend door back here. I don't know if you can see it. Put my hand in the way. It's definitely broken. Definitely broken. I don't know if I can pull it out while I'm videotaping this. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, so here's the old part. These pieces are the bottom of the blend door, which is this broken part here. Just chunks of brokenness. So this is the new blend door, and the way they've made it is the bottom pin comes out. So when you insert the door, you stick the top pin in the top hole inside the air box, and then through the bottom you insert this shaft. If you buy the blend door that costs $25 at the auto parts store, it's just got this piece of plastic here, and you will not be able to get it in the air box because you won't be able to pry the top and the bottom open enough to get the door in there and the two pins. So Dorman made this part, the door part, the blend door, with this bottom pin that comes out and slides in, if you know what you're doing. So you just put the blend door in the top hole and through the bottom where the motor goes. Remember the motor? Alright. Well, and then you just slide this up into it, and then you insert the motor into this. Okay, the moment of truth. Here we go. I've got the new door installed, and I've got the key in the on position, set to AC, so hopefully that blend door will open when I turn the temperature control knob. Okay, I'm turning it to heat. You can see it's opening, which is allowing hot air from the heater core, and now I'm going to shut it. Oh, it's working perfectly. So that's it. It's installed. Now I've got to stick this black piece of plastic back up in here, and I'll show you how I do that. I'm just going to use some glue, get it up in there, and then use some foil tape and tape it up, and then put the ductwork, the vent ductwork back here. I've already got my motor installed, obviously. It was easy to put the blend door in, put the shaft in through the bottom, put the motor up in there, tighten it up. It's working great. And I definitely recommend doing this versus taking it to a dealer or a shop and having them take the dash apart and spend $1,000 to do something that cost me 45 bucks. Alright, so I used contact cement. You can tell I've crammed contact cement in there, every side but the bottom. Put my bolt back in there, lined it up. It's perfect. And now I'm going to use foil tape. I'm sure you guys have seen aluminum tape before. And I'm going to cover all three sides, seal it up real well. I put my vent work back under there, and I put the plastic cover over it, and we're done. So good luck. I hope you guys have as good luck with it as I did. It wasn't too terrible. Just be patient and stick with it. Adios. The finished product. I ran some cement glue around the crack, and then I covered it up with foil tape, and that's it. It took several hours to do the whole thing. All I needed was an 8mm socket, extension, swivel, flathead screwdriver, drop light, and the rotary cutting tool, a Dremel tool, and that was the end of it. So the only thing left to do now is shut the glove box, and no one will ever see this. No one will ever see it. Shut the glove box. And hold on a second. Never know it's there.